Hello world, this is Darin Martineau, and in this video I'm going to talk about my book, which is called How to Develop Style in Magic. It's only $5, and I'm going to talk about some of the topics in the book. And this is a great book, and what I do is this book contains proven steps and strategies on how to develop your own style in magic, tips for creating your own style based on the principles of magic structure. This is for the beginner, the intermediate, or the advanced magicians. So we're going to talk about the different chapters. Chapter one, which is about developing style. Chapter two, which is tips for creating your style. Three, the principles of magic structure. Four, mistakes to avoid. Five, fashion magic. Chapter six is about the author, about me. Chapter seven, magic museums, magic publications, and magic organizations. So we're not going to cover every chapter in this book. I'm going to make multiple videos. What we're going to talk about in this book is we're going to talk about a few different things in the book, but we're going to start with chapter one, developing style. So you have the different schools of magic, and there's about roughly um, at least four or more. There's more, but in here I touch on at least four of the major schools of magic. First is the ritualistic school, which is symbolic apparatus. Two, the decorative or ornamental school. This would be like the Chung-Ling Soo style. Next, you have the Renaissance school, which is Robert Houdin, very classical style. He was known as the father of modern magic, and he was to dispense with suspicious apparatus, change the ambiance, to use natural looking tables and natural props, to abstain from any eccentric costumes. Next, we have the Severe School, which is from the magicians Frickle, Fox, and Breslau. I also talk about symbolic demonstration versus literal demonstration. Extremes are taken to demonstrations of manipulation, attention more to means to an end than to the effects. Next, we have the seven atmospheres in magic. We have the macabre, the fantastic, the omnipotent, ritualistic, grand style. We have the commonplace or naturalistic style. We have the lecture room style, the burlesque style, and the pseudo-scientific style. I next talk about the eight emotional appeals. Next, we're going to talk about some tips for creating your own style. First of all, remember not to copy. Be an innovator, not an imitator. So, number one, you're developing your own unique style. It begins with creating your own character. An example is Lance Burton can never be Matt King and vice versa. And that's because Matt King is a king of comedy magic. Lance Burton is more of a classical style magician, or he's more of the serious and mysterious type of style. So there's an example for you. Number two, change more than only your costume and music. I see this all the time. Many magicians think, well, I have an original costume and original music. So they think they're so special and so original. You have to change much more than that. When you change one part of your magic, then it changes everything. The attention to details is what separates the amateurs from the professionals. To change the elements of the magic routine, you have the effect, the plot, the subplot, and the subtext. And all of these plots must support each other. The So you have the scripting, okay, which is known as the Uber premise, is you have three premises. You have the premise, the Uber premise, and the sub premise or the subtext. The meaning of the magic, that's your emotional hooks and the meaning behind the magic. Then you have your props and your properties, your magical moments, your gesticular actions, the justification of the props and or actions, which ties into symbolic demonstration versus literal demonstration. We're going for symbolic demonstration here. Literal demonstration is not what we're doing. That's why we're eliminating bad jokes and we're using economy of motion, good choreography of motion, and we're omitting and getting rid of all discrepant or needless actions. Next, we have the atmosphere. In S.H. Sharp's Neo-Magic Artistry, we learn about the seven atmospheres of magic. I'm not going to go into that, but in my book, I go into that. I next talk about, I break those down, the different, uh, the master keys of magic is principles of magic structure. So we have the presentation, effect, method, and presentation, but I go much deeper in here. I talk about the 10 master keys, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, but I'll save that for another video. So if you like the video, please smash the like button. Thank you very much, and have a magical day.